Hello, I'm Kathryn Kedarisetty, but my students call me Miss K, and some people in Vacaville know me as Kathryn Kazatsa. I am a fifth grade teacher and a teacher leader in my district, and I am running for Solano County Board of Education Area 6, which covers Southeast Vacaville and Dixon. I've been in the classroom for about a decade now, and that is the foundation for why I'm running. As a member of my school's leadership team, I am used to working with students, families, and my fellow educators to bring them into the decisions that affect them. I have also worked in collaboration between my district and Sac State in order to train new and veteran educators. And that experience has shown me how much stronger our schools are when we work together in collaboration instead of in isolation. I am also the girls soccer coach for the fourth and fifth graders at my school, where I work hard to build my players' resilience, confidence, teamwork, and to strengthen their ties to the community. This race is personal for me. I am a product of Vacaville Public Schools from Cooper Elementary to Wilsey Wood High School. They led me to UC Davis, where I earned my bachelor's in psychology, my teaching credential, and my master's in education. It's also where I met my husband, and we chose to move back to Vacaville to be close to our family and to be in the town that shaped me. Here's why I'm running now. Right now, our current Area 6 trustee is the only educator on the county board, and she has chosen not to run for reelection. Now, I want to be very clear. She has poured a lot of passion into this work, as have her fellow board members, but this is about what happens next. When she leaves, there will not be a single educator's voice left at the table, and decisions about special education, charter accountability, and holding our superintendent to account are too important to be made without someone who has worked in public education. I also want to be clear that I am not a politician. I am a teacher, and I am running so that I can bring a teacher's voice to the board.
Okay, awesome. Excellent timing. Let's go ahead and set for 5 minutes. So, uh, how long have you been a registered Democrat? Have you ever been another party, registered as another party? And have you ever endorsed somebody for elected office that is not a Democrat?
No, I've been a registered Democrat since I was 18 and voted in my first election. And I have never, sorry, was it endorsed or voted
Yeah,
for? I have
endorsed.
never endorsed anyone who is not from my party.
Okay, so let's go back to my questions. What do you think the biggest challenge for SCO will be in the coming 4 years?
I think the biggest challenge will be special education funding. I know that it has been difficult for the special education federal funds to come in, and so we're going to have to be creative about how we're prioritizing special education funding and making sure that we're doing whatever we need to do in order to make sure that our students are getting the resources that they need and that our special education teachers are also getting the resources that they need in order to be successful.
What prompted you to run for the County Board of Education instead of the Vacaville School Board?
So I believe that to make a difference, you have to be willing to do things even if they make you uncomfortable. And so I've been challenging myself to try and earn this position so that I can make a difference for my students. Because even though am nervous about being a politician, since I am really a teacher at heart, I want to push myself so that I can remove the barriers that are keeping my students from being successful and that are preventing educators from staying in this field.
What is an initiative or issue that you feel strongly about that you want to address on the Solano County Board of Education?
One issue I feel very strongly about is immigration. So I know that there have been laws passed that are mandating that California schools be safe haven schools, but I have not seen Solano County take those steps yet. I know Solano County Board of Education has put out a statement with some links to resources that have been developed by the state, but I want to make sure that we are really creating a safe haven district, just like in Natomas where I work, so that all of our students, no matter where they're from, believe that they belong.
What do you think about special education within the county and where do you think it should go? It's a really big question, but just kind of general thoughts on special education at county.
So I know that most of the school districts they rely on Solano on the county board for special education. except for Vallejo City. They have their own SELPA. But so the question was just special education in general.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay. And so I want to make sure that I'm working in collaboration with the educators, with other trustees. For example, I met with Nancy Dunn and Audra Orr, and we discussed special education in Vacaville Unified and how that works. And I want to make sure if we have something that works in Vacaville, let's see if we can make that work in other districts as well. And so I would want to work in collaboration with, like I said, the trustees, with families, with students who are actually in special education to make sure that they're getting the resources they need to thrive, and with my fellow educators so that they have what they need to make sure that their classroom is successful.
How would you ask for accountability from any charters?
So I would want to see data, and I would want to look at that data to see, okay, are which students are successful, and what does success even mean? So I would want to be collaborating with the educators at that charter to know exactly how they think they're being successful and where they think they can grow. And then I would want them to have data that can prove that growth. And I would also want to follow up at certain intervals to make sure that they are actually meeting those goals. And if they're not, then we need to figure out what we need to do differently in order for all students to thrive.